Let's get more pleasure out of the no, because all you do is get no all day long. So if you're waiting for yes to get pleasure, you're going to be disappointed. So 30, 40 years ago, I decided to get pleasure out of the no. And that's what the Freudian thanatos is. The beyond the pleasure principle. Beyond the play, and it's perfectly structured for a tennis player. Because when you enter a tournament, say there are 64 players in the tournament. 63 are going to lose that week. So if you only get pleasure out of winning, 63 people are going to have not pleasure that week. So the point is, how the learning of this is that you have to get pleasure from the non-pleasure. You see? And this came about because of the people at the synagogue that I go to are all fat. Just fat. You see? Because they eat. And theoretically, what is eating a substitute of? Eating is a substitute for sex. And not being sexually satisfied. So when you use your mouth for eating, it's the same as, well, now I have this nice phrase, tongue. A tongue sandwich. So if a person wants a tongue sandwich, that's like wanting them to have a tongue in their mouth. So the idea is to get pleasure out of non-pleasure. And that's beyond the pleasure principle. And the final analysis, if you wait for, everybody wants pleasure, including me. But you can't get pleasure out of positive things. So you want to get pleasure out of negative things. And that's how I developed the will to lose. Because in the final analysis, you want pleasure. And that pleasure comes from loss. And the whole day today, I started out looking for pleasure from positive things. And when you enter the society, all you get is negativity from the structure of the organizations in the society. Because they want power over you. So the individual who enters these organizational structures is going to be limited. The answer is no. So in the final analysis, you have to get pleasure out of the no, not out of the yes. Because how do you get yes? It's the same thing when you sell cold calls on a telephone. If you're an insurance salesman, for every 100 calls you make, you're going to get 99 no's. So where is your pleasure really derived? Where is your daily life really derived? In anticipation for the yes? Or in the 99 no's? I tell you to derive pleasure from the no. This is the same thing, say, when you're a kid and this negative thing comes about. It was like when like 70 years, 60 years ago, when you approach a woman, the answer is going to be no. Now, it may be a little different because of the structure of the society. But the whole idea of pleasure, you see, pleasure and the desire for pleasure. So you have to transcend it. So what happened with me becoming a vegetarian? I've lost all desire for food. I derive no pleasure. It doesn't matter to me if it's a chicken, not a chicken, an apple or a pear. Doesn't matter if it's got sugar or it doesn't have sugar. It doesn't matter. You see, because it's beyond the pleasure principle. See, it's not for pleasure. This is very deep. And that's what happens in every structural society, in every interaction, in every personal interaction.